It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today is a Week 14 matchup, which should be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. 3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. Faircatch will bring us out to the 25-yard line. Right to the air is Burrow. Just short of 45 at the 44. Looks like he was right off the block. That was first down. Well, it was a busy man out of it. You could definitely get the ball. Every big game the game in here as well. Took just one play to move way to the 44 as they try to get this first down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this with a cross midfield and into Colts territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leads to the 2nd and 3. Bengals at 500 at 6-6. Those was last time out, trying to turn things around here this one. And always up to behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something to cheer about. So you know they just come out play well for their faithful. That's going to do just that. Here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. T. Higgins is the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. You look at his Colts defense. They've been pretty good against the pass, not amazing, but good. 13 in the league. Teams love to talk about it, they're pretty proud of the rankings. This ranking's going to be put to the test today. Look at the Jones, and it's intercepted. Races down the right side. Down the right sideline. So a big defensive play there on the open drive losses. They make the interception and right back to the score.
And I think that's a signal how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Sometimes it can burn you over right there. It paid off. Putting always a concern, but the extra points up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So we get another shot on offense following that pick.
And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
11. Stop.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
And Burrow going to throw again. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Julio Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Come on, come on. Drop 50, drop 50, go.
Richardson off the play fake. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down. Here's Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now it's Richardson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Richardson going to change the play here. To throw is Richardson on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Now second and 9. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll just get rid of it. You look at this Colt defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Looking deep here for Chase. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Pioneer. Rig.
They go play action with Richardson. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Matt.
And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
First down, Indianapolis.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They work now on 2nd and 9. Richardson. That's quickly to Atwell on a slant. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Richardson to throw on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now Richardson on the draw. And he caught it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go, here we go. 12. Stop.
Now Burrow on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 2nd and 9.
11, Thomas.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Okay,
2nd and 1 from the 2.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Bengals 7. Matt Gay to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Richardson looking to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, break. Cougar 19. Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. Ready.
Richardson to the air on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to
and he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. 2-2 Atwell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Let's go
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, it's Taylor. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Play action. Now Richardson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
19 Lions. Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
31. Bengals 7. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the side.
And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, here's Richardson. That is caught. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Here we go. Shot.
Richardson looking to throw this. And incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Off play action, Richardson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They'll try and run Taylor, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. You know what? I know it's 4th down, and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow, escaping the pressure right. And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. That complete to Downs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Now it's Richardson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
Ready. Viking 18.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
12, 12,
Well, we
12.
said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
11, 11.
Bengals first down.
Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Bengals 14. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
Get it.
And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is.